Hey everyone, we're TowawayCouple. I'm Tom, the driver.
And today I'm the butt rubber.
The butt rubber. Explain.
Explain. We are smoking today.
Smoking
We're
pork
sitting at
butt.
home and having pork butt.
Yeah, we're gonna have pulled pork sandwiches tonight.
Yum yum. This is why I like to be at home a couple days a month.
Right.
Can eat good.
Eat good. We had filet mignon. We're having pork butt tonight, or pulled pork. We had, what else? Oh, enchiladas. Shredded beef tacos. So,
we are from the West Coast, so our comfort food is Mexican.
Mexican food.
Yum, yum, yum.
All right. So one of the things that people always ask is, how come all these transport companies hire so many drivers? And it's not one, it's all of them. They literally have a recruiting department of multiple people, and their whole job is to sign new drivers up, being it TowAway, drive-away, multi-haul, haul and tow, everything under the sun. So when we went through orientation at Horizon, I believe there's 12 drivers. Mm-hmm. Indiana, I think there was probably 20.
Yeah, there was a lot.
So, and now with the parts shortage, this is right now we're dated April 22nd.
Correct.
2021. So it gives you a rough idea when we did this video. So if you're watching it 3 years from now, you're going, what parts shortage?
Right. I don't know of no part shortage.
So anyway, why is there such a high turnover? And we don't have actual foundational answers, but we see the question a lot. We get asked the question a lot. Why are they hiring so many people? Is there a high turnover, et cetera, et cetera? And the only thing we could think, and I did kind of talk to one recruiter, and I asked him, I said, honestly, you hire so many people, is it because a lot of drivers don't last? And they were like, yeah, pretty much 30 days.
Right.
They make a decision that it's not going to work for them, or it doesn't fit their lifestyle or their schedule, or it's not their cup of tea, and they didn't realize how long they're gone from home.
Right. You know, and we've talked to so many people along the road, and that is the biggest thing, is there's so many young guys and young women that get into this too, and they just don't realize how much they're away from home. And so for them, it just doesn't work out, or they get a call back to their regular job.
Right. That's okay. So just talking to somebody today. Bunny was just talking to somebody, and they're getting called back to the oil fields. And right now, our industry is flooded with oil field workers because they all have pickup trucks.
Yep. And they all got laid off last year.
They all got laid off at the same time. We would go through Odessa, and what was the other town? Midland, Texas. And it was booming. We never thought that was going to end.
It looked like little ant hills. You just see little trucks everywhere, and in people, and
RVs,
just everything moving.
And makeshift hotels and everything under the sun. So we never thought that industry would go away until January 20th, like a lot of industries.
Yeah.
So
well, it kind of slowed down last summer.
A little bit, but it was still a booming economy.
But when we were back through there in January and February, it was like that town got annihilated.
It was a ghost town. If you went ghost town hunting ever, that's what Odessa and Midland look like today. And I'm hoping that it changes, because that'll be less drivers competing for our loads.
Right. But, you know, and like I said, though, that is the biggest thing, is people, they think that they can just go up and grab a unit and drive it to wherever they want and then go home. When they get into this, they don't realize that we have to follow the same DOT. So we can only drive 11 hours a day.
In a 14-hour period.
In a 14-hour period. They're thinking that they can just go and drive, and then go home.
Go to Indiana, pick up an RV, be in California 28 hours later. Nope. It don't work that way. Got to go through the way stations, and you got to have logbooks. You got to have everything under the sun. The other turnover is, you know, there's a lot of young guys, and they come in here, and they're trying to support their families. It's good money. It does pay well. People will differ from that, but no, I mean, if you're willing to work, it's there. And
Right.
The issue is now they're absentee parents.
Mm-hmm.
They're coming home after however long on the road. Now they're absentee parents while they're at home because they're just exhausted.
Right. Or you get somebody that has like a 2500 that doesn't have a diesel,
Right.
and they're not getting fuel discounts on regular fuel.
And we see these people get into it. We've been doing this now for 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we've only seen one gasser.
Yeah.
All the rest are diesels. And
let me tell you,
I couldn't do it with the gas.
I drive the motorhomes, and I only got one so far that's been diesel. The rest of them have been all unleaded fuel, and it sucks.
It sucks because
it sucks bad.
I'm over there filling up with diesel, saving 70 cents a gallon, and she's saving 3 cents a gallon with a rewards card
from Pilot.
Right.
And it's not. Yeah, you could find it a little bit cheaper going off the highway, but now we're following. He's trying to follow me, so it's just ridiculous. So
right.
Yeah, I can completely understand with a regular gasoline truck, it just wouldn't work out.
Well, if you are looking at getting in this industry, and yes, the turnover is very, very high. I am guessing within 30 days, there's a 50% turnover.
And I would say even at like the 90-day mark, you're probably going to go 75%.
75%. Because it's just, people don't account for breakdowns, the maintenance, the commercial insurance. There's just a lot of things. Tires.
Right. It depends on how fast and hard you're running. I mean, you're doing an oil change sometimes a week, sometimes every 2 weeks.
We do an oil change every other week because we don't run as hard as some of these guys. And we do full synthetics. A lot of these guys are just doing regular oil. And we just choose to stick with full synthetic because we just love our truck.
And I think a lot of the high turnover is
our baby.
Is the fact that a lot of people get into it and they think that it's going to be easy money, and like you said, they just don't account for all the added expenses that you have out of pocket. Also,
if you're single, it's easy money.
Yeah.
If you don't have a life and don't want a life and you want to live out of the back of your truck.
Wow.
No, I'm just saying. We're together, so that's our life. If I was out doing this for we're gone 2-3 months at a time. Not 2-3 weeks. We're gone months at a time. If Bunny was at home and I'm out there hauling, I wouldn't have a life.
No, and I wouldn't have a life either.
Right, but since we're together, that's kind of the reasoning we're able to do this.
Correct.
Now, if we had kids and everything, so what we'd recommend is that if you're going to get into this, just know your limitations and really be honest with yourself. If you have a family mortgage and all that stuff, why don't you explore something more local that's 9 to 5 where you can be home at night or the weekends with the kids and stuff. If you want to do this and you want to be more successful, look at one thing people mistake is all the websites for all the transport companies have all their requirements. They're not requirements. They're requirements if you're going to haul those trailers.
Correct.
So people go out and get the extended fuel tank. They get the fifth wheel hitch. They get the load bars and everything. The one thing I just recommend starting out with is just get a set of load bars and the mud flaps.
Yeah, just do the absolute bare minimum and just make sure that this is going to work out for you. I mean, don't go all high end like with our hitch is like $2,000. But we were pulling our own RV with it.
We're pulling our own fifth wheel.
So we were pretty much set with everything that we needed to do. But yeah, no, some people just jump in gung-ho. They spend all this money and then they realize, this isn't going to work for me.
Now, and a lot of people do this with just pulling bumper pull trailers. They don't even pull fifth wheels. They don't want to pull fifth wheels. Some are scared to pull fifth wheels. Believe it or not, fifth wheels are more stable. And I actually get less miles per gallon doing a bumper pull than I do a fifth wheel for some odd reason. The travel trailers are lower and the fifth wheels are higher. And you'd think the wind would push me back. And I get better fuel mileage and it's more stable. And I think it's because it's over the axle instead of dragging me back.
Correct.
But
I guess.
What's that?
Correct, I guess.
I guess. So anyway, with that said, just understand, yeah, there is a high turnover. Yes, when you sign on, you'll get your first load that you go wherever they want you to go. After that, you can pretty much pick and choose where you want to go if there's something available going that way.
Right.
No, I mean, when we first started, we were 4 dispatches deep.
Yep.
And we are going exactly where we want to go. Today, we have to be willing to go any direction, anytime, anywhere, if we want to make a haul and make decent money.
Yep. So, it is fun. We have a great time, but like I said, we do it together. So definitely, if you're thinking about doing it, then go for it. But just be a little more apprehensive. Don't go gung ho. Give it a try for a couple months and make sure that it's going to work out for you. A
lot of people do go very gung ho. We kind of went gung ho. I mean, we even bought a $3,000 DOT sleeper berth. Mm-hmm. But we made that money back up within 3 weeks because we were able to run. The problem was we were existing, we weren't living. So we took the sleeper berth out and decided we're just going to run the 11-hour day and sleep the 10 hours and not worry so much about it. And it's been working out really well for us this way. No, we're not selling our sleeper berth because we were lucky to get that one.
Tom was driving during the day and I'm driving us back and I'm like all proud and I'm driving us back and I get us back to the yard. Wrong yard. The yard we need to go to is another half hour away. So anyway, yeah, there is a high turnover and it's nothing negative or anything. Nope.
There's no bad thing if you get into this and decide, hey, it's not for me, and you bow out. It's not a big deal because your insurance is month to month. Everything is pretty much month to month. You can de-lease with your company on a second's notice.
Yep.
And they understand that there's a turnover, so they expect people to turn in their plates and go on with their own life and everything.
Right, absolutely.
So, but that's we want to kind of just touch on that because we keep getting asked about the turnover. And we don't have an answer of why people decide not to do it. Most of these companies don't de-lease people unless they're just not a good fit.
Right.
But other than that, a lot of things can create a high turnover.
Absolutely, they can.
All right.
All right. Well, that being said.
See you down the road.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.